Ketlakili Pitori, I've got voice of the community here. Kituri Lasca, Kituri the Tshwane Parliament. There are lots of changes in Tshwane. Every time we speak, we have to catch back from where we left it off. Tshepo, tell them who are you and where you from. Then we'll unpack it coming from there.
Okay. Commander's morning. Tshepo Mahlangu, Tshwane Lasca Parliament President or leader, whichever way we put it. So, ke moetapele wa community wa mantswe or the voice tse di gatelwang ka nako tsotlhe ha rena voice angere go cancel ha rena voice nationally. We just vote people gore ba we tekemela le dipotla tsa bona. Nna ke tlile mo go tlo hlabosha lentswe la batho ba loreng ha ba utlwahale. And ke a leboga for having me on such a wonderful influential platform. Gore le rena re tle re kwagale. Ra o leboga Mr. Mashiane on politically incorrect.
Ke a leboga. Then let's start with it. Tshepo, ujiwa keng Tshepo, why do you not these sleepless nights? Why utshwenya batho ba Tshwane?
I say o ebile ka mkhomong is fine. One day go botse sorry, I no problem ya service delivery billing o kra lore o amangst batho ba lore ba sa lokisa. So bor ke tloba boroko ke maka.
Oh
yeah, a khosa ngidi ke batho ba re ba putang into power.
All right.
The politicians ke tloba boroko. That's why re tsere decision ya hore as Lasca we remain apolitical, non-political. We are not a lobby group rena. A hona political party ga tlemang gore no nna ke bereka le Tshepo o representa. No, we voted them. It can't be vice versa. Re voted tse bona gore ba yo re bolella. Monday to la ba fitla ka mola ba o shuga ba lahlela ka mo dustbin ba thomo bolela ga dipotlo re mon re tsene mo matleng bano ba re file ditlatla tsela a re boleleng re ja byang bona eseng rena. So tloba boroko mo ke maka batho ba radia, they are not talking language e ba e rometsweng gore ba re bolelle. As we speak, service delivery e collapse ka mannete mo Tshwane. I mean, o ka re dikuluha solo, we are rounding in circles ka this thing. How 6 months o ka re go ba betere, reverse again. A ke tsore mmala o montsho ke problem ena mo capital city, because this thing it thata mo the townshiping, it thata mo the informal settlementing. Budget e teng ya treasury le di grant ba re ke equitable share budget. Honale the grants over and above, they can never spend them. Morena, who improve maphelo a rena. They can never do that because we are subhumans according to them. Kore go dladiwa mo China ba dobola ba dlala mo China stockfile and all that. O gola mo dendo 2090 ba o bila 4000. Ke interest. Ba wa dimile tšhelete ona mo dendo selo. But why happy ka re di grants ke stockfile o e bushetša morago ka di interest bo krea go masipaleng ba o fa national ba betha ka masipala.
Now let's talk about what they call monk. So monk ke motion of no confidence. When now you are on the ground, the ANC says we had the secretary of the region here, and he says it's because of service delivery. Bonzo says we gave them enough chance. George says we gave them enough chance to prove themselves as service delivery without interfering, because I don't want to be seen as people who are keep interfering with running of the city. But they see these people are failing. Number one, is it really service delivery? Number two, is it ramifications that are happening in Gauteng government? Because as we speak, even Johannesburg, they are expecting the mayor to resign. So is Panyaza's influence now getting into the metros? Because people have always been saying the ANC's interest is in these metros. Let's talk about Monk ya Tshwane. Explain it to us. What does it mean to you?
Kenya go be careful.
Okay.
Not to play in the gallery, or arena, politics.
Okay.
Because I'm apolitical.
Sure.
But those politics affect me daily.
on a daily basis?
Question fela is a Peterson now and the regional secretary. Or
Yes.
numbers body which a guy because every time when a problem they will say we don't have numbers. I don't know. I get about Arabic the numbers. Then if the thing, my concern will be why the numbers they tell like the motion, but we've got issue ya go cancel. Re ropilwe di POP, re ropilwe service delivery, di melato ya rena, ere estimatuleng. He tshwantse phumule all these parties ba lla ka gore we don't have numbers. But now banale plan ya di numbers, okay, it's fine. It's a topic for another day. A question.
It's actually a good thing. It's actually a good thing. So if they do have numbers, because you saw, I put it to him, I put it to the regional secretary to say, George Machile, Action SA might play ball and work with you. Are you confirming that they are with you? And he was non-committal. And then I say, what are the numbers? What numbers do you have? Because you see, Brang is flaunting big numbers and he's naming political parties. ANC is not. So I don't know if they finished lobbying or they did not. But I think for you it's a good thing. I'll tell you why. Wherever they get the numbers, then you will see how they got the numbers and which parties they worked with. Then on your issues, you go with those numbers to say, oh guys, you managed to vote for this with the ANC. The ANC says, I want a problem. This is what they do. When they start throwing those party lines thing, then you take it to your people to say, these people voted here, but they don't want to vote here. I think it makes it easy. It gives you a precedence. Do you not think?
Actually, it's a test.
Yes.
For coalition partners to DA.
Oh.
It's a test.
For people who strong there.
Yeah. Baskalebala. Re 2016. So only a matter of few months. 12 months again doing good.
Yeah. Sure.
So it's a test. For loyalty abona, imodi voters in or they are towing the illegal route. Here go the illegal route. GNU national, the GPU. Those things are illegal. I get
believe.
I honor any clause in our constitution, in South Africa. Even Judge Dennis Davis confirmed it. Canberra Constitution, hababale that cater for the coalition. So coalition gets scam. That's why we want instability.
But it's not illegal.
It's illegal
How?
because of it doesn't have any clause in the constitution. Get the agreements, say the Irangedi parties. Legally, there is no such a thing.
No, Mtsapana, Akere, when the executive constitute government, the leader of the executive, who is the president, appoints people on his prerogative. Akere. So when he does that on his prerogative, he will choose. He can even say the land PAC on land reform. EFF come, give us 1%, and then attend. That's his prerogative. That prerogative is assigned to the president to use at his disposal. But this prerogative issue, if you feel it's illegal, it's fine.
Maybe we'll have a misunderstanding. Because I'm getting to me like an own.
Sharp.
GNU coalition. Those things, those things are not catered for in our constitution in South Africa. You can ask judges.
Yes.
Or more constitution, coalition. How na get the agreements.
Exactly.
Get political parties. Banyaka the numbers.
Yes.
People have spoken.
Yes.
How the coalition it's no, it's not like that.
Sure.
Look at their manifestos door to door. Every party in go winner. Salaka bona the umbrella say blue ko union building.
Yeah.
This is a sign. Never look union building or Reata na banonka.
Yeah.
Union building.
Sure.
Banyakang power.
Yes.
But Thomas story karena, but it's a topic for another day. What I'm saying, GNU by sugar coating like coalition is not catered for. Because the agreement is that those parties go the coalition are not made known to the public. That thing a contravention of Section 32(1)B Lepaya Act 2000. Information, state, has no whole deal. Agree like did they consolidate their manifesto? No. Ideologies? No. Remember ke botsitse that guy wa action that day gore what is your ideology? Because if they can consolidate and regulate this coalitions, then they will be legal. That's why the ground is shaking again. We are back to square one.
Ke digress. To city of Tshwane.
Yes.
So now, Panuko Topula Musho wa DA, ki ANC, we don't know who's these silent partners they are working with, but we can only make assumptions.
Yeah.
But on those assumptions, the reason I wanted to ask you is, should you find yourself being recruited as Lasca, whether they want you to come or they want one of your own to come, anyhow into this government, Tshwane. If they say, give us people from Lasca to come and work, whether it's a political appointment or it's whatever it is, do you see that as government of metropolis unit?
Let me
because do you want to come and make sure Badiran to we hopela?
Yeah, by 2026 we are coming to the council.
Are you contesting?
Yes. We are going to govern. That's why the people shall govern.
So no ukasitsene ya government of no ya motion of no confidence.
No.
All right, it's fine.
No, it's a political issue. That's why Kenya go be careful not to play in the gallery politics.
Sure.
Because because now from where I'm sitting, ke tseba ba sa bolele ka dikoloto tsa rena go di scraper go cancel because abana di number. So I'm just waiting like you gore the number she got di tlotla. Like we are saying in a way it might work for us. If those numbers are going to work, Hotopla bring, let them work for the motion about raise, because no party enkila emisha letsogo go councilor batho ba modimo re estimate le di bele ga re di phumule re thome fatshe sello sa di civic ke tabeo ga ba address that issue because ba ra bana di number. So it's a wait and see. But arena nobody can recruit us from political side. No armo rena re badudi re affecta ke politics tsa bona tsa wrong. So but if they were to remove DA, tomorrow, I'll be the happiest man, because that's what everybody's calling for. Because DA never worked for the residents; it worked for the coalition. Even Babolela's statement about it, we are stabilizing our coalition, not stabilizing the city.
Oh, so their interest is strengthening themselves.
Yes.
Not to
serve people who appointed them to serve them.
Thank you. So it leads me to this question. Sorry, it leads me to this question because we've got limited time.
Sure.
So you want to contest in 2026, especially in Tshwane. I want us to limit ourselves to Tshwane.
Yes.
So what's going to happen is those 100 and more than 100 wards in Tshwane. You think how many you are going to field? How many what councillors?
Kamokazon. That's why Tshwane Parliament.
It's fine. Yes. John. You are going to find yourself with a situation where there are ward committees. Are you ready for that? And you want them? Do you want the ward committees? Because this weekend they are being elected.
The future,
the future. By the time when out so you can comment about them now because it's happening now, and this is what you're going to find when you have your own ward councillors. How will your ward councillors work with ward committees?
What is it that you want to ask actually? About ward committee.
Do you think it's a good system to work under when as a ward councillor? You don't want them?
No, I believe me. It's like wanting to clip somebody's wings. I mean, only the instance stating only a councillor. As I very useless. I very community caselo. Naga tloga Tshepo Mahlangu. Ke ba what committee ke gola 1000. Ape ba gola stipend sa 1000. Ke reporter mo counseling. Ya ro hold accountable ke story ke politics.
Yes.
Ke language e bolelwang fela re batho ba go bose mo ditsebeng. But the reality gore you become a puppet. I mean, if the councillor is not functioning, how are you going to function when all one? It's one independent candidate. o rely mo dinambeng tsa high. So we are actually o extend o berekela ene, it's like still boy go like
yes
ke bitseng ba le spaceman a spaceman o fetwa space a ka nyoko ba spaceman.
So you don't want what committees?
No, ke a bereka nna mo groundong.
Yes.
Ke a bereka, and then my track record le organization ya Lasca Tshwane Parliament, we've got impeccable track record mo service delivering. So imagine go bereka under tsatsi le leng councilor e loreng ha ire selo e bile batho ba inyake mo godong ya yona. Then ke ba eng.
Let's go to 2026. You've got let's say when you are a ward councillor and you've got ward committees, maybe people who are either ANC, EFF or something, but none of them are Lasca aligned. Do you think these people are going to frustrate you?
No.
Do you think they'll work with you?
Definitely. You know why?
Why?
Belief ya ka ke gore ga re o kgetha o belonga ko mo khatlong o rileng a ke go bolela ka mabitso a mekhatlo wena o na le right
na ke ba
promoter na ke go ba promoter a ke re o mo khatlong o rileng o ba what can councillor.
Yes.
You are not supposed to be serving batho ba party ya hao, supposed to be saving us tax
the realities otherwise.
Tax no ke tla mo reality ke sabolela reality le on the other side. The other reality are to make a reality. What councillor patela ke nna patela ke party ya yona. No political party pays any salary or build any infrastructure. Taxpayers must ba phapane. Tšhelete ya ka e patela salary ya hao. You must be serving me, not your party. So, hence no go botsa ka scam or just things are illegal. Bona ba server di party tsa bona. Mara ba patele ke di party tsa bona. Ba compromise arena. So aba serve arena, they are partisan. Politicians are partisan. Ba o fale tender project ka or omvote tsena. Ntwe ira lang go tshwane no. DA is punishing townships because ina le mentality ya gore but da ke ba re votele. So ra ba punish. Banyaka gore la ke tshaka ke ntwela ba re ya khone no hala ka se re votele re tlo phela so no it's not gonna work. And then those people get the land grabbers ska go ba ska la bala ne.
Which ones?
The DA.
Yeah.
In 1852 fit learning Jan van Riebeeck
1652. Yeah.
Can never grab land. So get the land grabbers of note by it agent to.
So for you DA ke representation of the colonialists.
Yes.
And it is that because of like our in areas that Lasca operates fully. In
South Africa, yako Google etu, yako langa. Obone, they say they govern best where they govern. A single vacation, yako mikukungela. Obone or wira lang. I not governor best. That's why they cannot do it alone. Bakra di papetenyana tsa di party ba ne patenyana tsa go maintain di seat tsa go tlhoka di voice ha ka le
jamalenyana
no bo ECDP ya bo action ba tlhoka ideology go re no utlore e nya go maintain seat party e gola blue light ya se issue ya re motaka o governor mara mola ono itzora angere ba itzora ba le ba tshwere tsukire from Stellenbosch so ba nyaka tsukire
ba bangathela nyana
ya bangata.
Okay, so here's the last one. I was speaking to Ufenze, the MMC. I asked him and he said, go and ask your ANC, EFF and other leaders, where do they live? They don't live in areas where DA is not the ward councillor is DA. They live in areas where their own ward councillors are DA ward councillors. Do you got anything to say about that?
Ntwela lango fenze ke maka.
Ke maka.
Now goraro je ntwengo lo tlamulo mo fenze ke maka go re furile register memorandum 14 days o ta raraba. Wa di go rola angero server the masters high. So if you discuss any issue etanga puppet then you become more confused.
Okay, let me ask you where you reside. What council again?
KNC.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are a leader who doesn't live in a DA ward.
Yeah, I know.
So ki proof ya offense over la mak.
Leko Lotus.
Yes.
Leko Soshanguve.
Yes.
Leko Mamelodi. Hakitsi ona le maybe ba babedi ba ba itseng ha ke
man o bolela maybe ma Pretoria East da.
Yeah, yana ngere always they represent Pretoria East le Centurion. Ba bolele ka rena re tsebe. That's why nna re ba bitsa wa itse wa ke ra ba re tsebe. Bona email every week ke romela di email tse pedi ke copy bring AC everybody
Yes.
ha ona respondang re ba bitsa di meeting or etang le tlo bona batho ba le batla ishang ha banya go re bona. That's why they don't govern the city. E re go botse the failure o bona ke boele back to tabeng ya motion a tsamaya bring mo asenna voice e representa batho gape nna ke tsa mandate.
So I just want, because I want to give you an opportunity to tell the residents of Tshwane and convince whoever, what councillor who has not, why it's important for the city or the Brink Atzamai.
One, Bringu fitile mo outsource all the services. Billing arena, ira ke batho ba tswang ko re go magaeng go ba tswang ba berekisa jojo tank le pit toilet. So o fa motho bo director or director billing ngila bona metara gae go pit toilet ga nnete ga o fetsa go itukisha mola ke mogodi ga o khametse ke jojo tank maro fitla mo ba director billing no ke a tlhalosetse ke failure.
Yeah.
Ke failure ya bring.
He appointed wrong people.
Wrong people.
Right,
Number one. Two, the consulting firms, they run the city, not bring. So bojang.
Number two is outsourcing the services of the city to the
private companies.
Private companies.
Mo billing.
For example, mo.
Billing, ya rena ira ke batho bao, ne?
Okay.
Waste removal ka general fang mathata. It's outsourced.
Yes.
As ya city, ne? Ya bo 3, di koloi tsa city, tsa city of Tshwane. Di stagile go di workshopong a dina metšhelo. Ba hire di koloi, ne? Worse.
But they're demanding notice things from this tender ya.
Ya ba ira dilo mo bathong tsa isa iriwe mo bona. Ngere
bona dia ba palla.
Ya ba hold it.
Taba ya dithunya ba feditse go ilukisha.
Thunya tsa
One of the Tunya with these long-standing guns from Metropolis, it's been long-standing.
Yeah.
They are failing to make sure that the licenses of the guns but I read if it's not in your radar.
No, we grand tenants and one day. MMC ne.
Yes.
O tla o la ke a tseba ro tlotla. A chabe a debate because of
no.
Out tlhalosetse o rile ma metro manje ha so vetiwe even now. That's why ba le problem ore na bongwe ge batla ka Tshwane ya tima. Abatlishi the same people now because now we don't have any resources to vet them, but they're not vetted and are not reported. So ask I withhold an agotel. So hona ba no ba outsource
I want you to talk about AFRIForum. Is AFRIForum eating in the city of Tshwane?
Nga seriaja mara kitsa ba re bana le MOU.
Are they working for free?
I can say angere MOU ba holdile between DA le AFRIForum.
Yeah.
Ba excludable Lasca le ba bang. That's why o bona ba sanya go tla di meeting ngare abana agreement le rena. So I read what is contained in that agreement.
There was a time EFF was fighting about that, and I remember you fighting about this involvement of AFRIForum there.
Why ba kgetha a specific white civic movement gona le bo Lasca mo groundong ba ile reng khale ba e le di voice tsa batho.
Let's go to another reason why you don't want Brink to be a mayor.
Half ja go outsource all the services. Ewa ya o bonchore I cannot govern. Let me outsource because na ke khona ke na matla.
Yes.
I'm just a hired gun go to collapse the city. O lisitse di power station. Pretoria West, Lorival.
Yeah.
For 46 years. Go cancel. The number ni le gona ka mo le ka mo gore ba yetse ntweo. If this guy o lisa everything, outsource everything, does it tell you motho go wa khona? Hape ha ke bonchore ke khona. Dilo tsotlhe di run against the city and they cannot collect the revenue. Mabane ne ke ba rometse somebody a simple arithmetic exercise. Ke di ntse 50,000 fela 50,000 di patela 300 why do you ke di million and you multiply by 12. These people are making billions. So in a nutshell, to summarize abano ke tswalle bring ga khone go govern. The only thing that is good at go collect a revenue, go lisa the assets, go outsource. City rana get consulting firms. They know you can go there. Rana get consultants. I rana ke ba bereki. That's why ba bereki le ka John. Ba ka se gole. Le ba ka rapela ba irang. Aka se ba fi increase ka re offer the consulting firms.
1 minute to close. Address your citizens in Tshwane.
Commanders morning. Ke khopela le irang so. Let us unite against this devil that is rearing its ugly head. Are uniting rena arna taba lo hore city governor ke mang. As long as that person aseva rena the ratepayers, we are comfortable with that. The current situation, we are not served. People are serving their own interests, not us. That's why abazamai hopefully He motion o ka ba successful, they will give us a credible person, not this people ba re sa itseng gore ba tswa ba le kae ba parachutile from guys. So re kgopela badudi, please are uniting. Tshwane ke a rona. Let's reclaim our capital city because it's on auction. I'm warning you today, Tshwane is on auction. It's been outsourced. Everything has been outsourced. Ha ona ntho e ranang ke city. Tšhelete city feletse go matsong a batho ba ba tsebang ke bona. And this thing ya gore the trucker tsa matlakala 9 years into and disturb. Black businesses are going to suffer the most. These people were targeted anything black. They are anti-black.
Yes.
The problem, by the coconut, this racists. Coconut ke batho ba savang ka mara dilo tsa bona. They are black outside ba le ka nna lo wena. Mara ka mogare o tla ba utlwa lo ba interviewer. English bona se ya ka lo wena.
For example, ya bona.
Minister we ba re ke mang MMC. Bona bo fentsele ba utility ba. Ya ba no bao ba ka o bolaela brink bao. Ba no ha ka je go bo tlhokofala. E rontse le fosi o kredi. E bile mo status inside I back brink. Kore no matter boko kwa ba so nna onna Matridgeville yena.
Yeah.
Ore go letse Matridgeville.
Yeah.
But the way as sokodisa mbo dagika thing, it's a shame. Shame on him. To serve this because of chelete. Wa bana o tsene school?
Yes.
Man tsa mo mageta pila. CV ya tla ya phadima tla o bolela. O skwa regisha, batho ba regisha man.
Sure.
Batho ba regisha just for to maintain. O tshwane di party nyana tso di bona ntse.
Yes.
Bo DOP bo mang bo CDP.
Yeah.
O ka botsisha o na le motho mo lotha se ba re ke cancela morake. O mo tshore ngile wa irang. O draw the plan. That's what he does. Draw the plan. I serve him. So we are not served.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Tshepo from Lasca, Tshwane Parliament. So one thing I tell him is ke khopela gore o ska dira diphoso wa tshwana le parliament la Soweto, where it's now not functional because ba dirile diphoso, and then they will come back, and now as we see them, they are consumed by this other big political party called the African National Congress. Tshepo, thank you very much.
Ke labuile thata mara all I'm saying ke close about people shall govern.
2026 is coming. You'll get
They
your
can
chance.
tweet, ne?
Yes.
They can do whatever. We are coming. We've got not only numbers to govern the
Tshepo
people.
won't finish speaking. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Bashir Political Correct.
Morning.